Hey guys, so as I film this, it is the 5th of February, and I'm giving you the date because I don't know when I'm going to be able to upload stuff, thanks to the unreliable internet that I've got at the moment. But at least the NBN have recognized there's an issue. Hell knows if they'll fix it this time, but whatevs. For this video, let's talk about my hair, which is the obvious thing. Also how my phone did on its first, decent all-day outing where I'm filming stuff and all that. And then also, I think this package might finally be my chargers, so we'll just open them. But I'm not going to make a separate, unboxing for some chargers. Anyway, so, obvious thing, I've had my hair touched up, so no more regrowth, yay. Now, the changes that I made, because it's a little bit subtle, it's basically the same thing I had before, which, usually I have this habit of just changing my colors constantly, or I did before my last depression. Since then, this is only the second time I've had my hair done, and I think I've sort of stabilized into a look that I like. For the moment, anyway. Especially because, I still haven't found a band and no one said, hey, could you maybe do your hair more like this? No one said that to me, so I'm sticking to the ocean volcano kind of thing. But the changes that we made, so, we're a little bit darker on top, and, I really should. Okay, so I have filmed another video which I'm uploading before this one goes up. So if you haven't seen that yet, that's me walking around Circular Quay in Sydney, and you can see what this hair looks like in the sunlight. I will also, I guess, put up some photos here while I'm talking about stuff. But basically what we've done with the blues, as I mentioned before in live streams, before the outside was a little bit like that lighter blue, but when you looked at the next layer, it had dark blues and purples that were really really nice. So I was like, oh, can we get some more of that? And we were sort of thinking, how are we going to do that? And so what he's done, yeah, and this lighting is really not the greatest for it, but so there's little very thin layers of dark blue and purple on that, and the idea is when the sun hits it, as it moves around, sometimes it'll look dark blue and sometimes it'll look more purpley, and yeah, this lighting does not do it justice. And then the other thing that we did is we made this lightening more intentional, so it was already fading out and I was sort of washing the ends a bit more because I started to like that idea, and I wasn't a fan of the greeny look that I had before, so no turquoise this time. Instead we've gone for a pastel blue. I think it's a new shade from Directions. Oh, hello Hopi, how are you feeling? He's been feeling a little bit sick, so but no, finally got him to eat some stuff. He didn't eat his breakfast until after I got home, and good night. Took him for a walk and gave him a tiny piece of chicken treat, and then he realized he was hungry and ate his breakfast pretty much at dinner time, or he ate half of it, and then when I fed Marley, he suddenly was like, wait, am I not getting food too? So then he finished his breakfast, and then I gave him, a couple hours later, I gave him his wet food, he's got this fancy science diet food, and it's mixed in with probiotics, so I just gave him a very small amount, just enough to mix in the probiotics, because he's had stomach issues. We're trying to work on them, but today, your stomach's not been so great, hey Hopi. Oh, he's giving me a look, poor thing. Anyway, back to the hair. Back to hair stuff. So layers of dark blue and purple, and then we've intentionally made this transition into a lighter color, and it's more of a pastel blue. I'm not entirely sure the different shades. I know there's some midnight blue in there, but yeah, I didn't pick up all the names of the exact colors. He was like, so which ones do you want? And I was like, I will trust you. And then up here, so the main change, I'll turn around, but I'll also put up a picture of the back. La 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 la. So the difficulty I had last time, and should I put a comparison photo, side by side them? I don't know. Maybe. But so yeah, before it was just so tall that I was having trouble getting it to stand up. Partly from being a noob, I'm not really great at hair, that's why I go and get an expert to make it fancy, but also I wonder if the product that I'm using to spray it up probably isn't as strong, because if you saw my video where I'm walking around the Opera House in the craziest wind ever, and this is the same day that I'm filming it, and it is still sticking up, so that is some hardcore hairspray, holy holy crap, I can't even. So yeah, maybe I should have asked. Maybe next time I'll ask if I should get some more hardcore hairspray, but yeah. So the main thing I said was like, can we shorten it a bit so that I, as someone without that skill level, might have a chance of getting it to stand up a bit more. And he's like, okay. And then when it falls down, he sort of cut it in a way that makes it sit a bit in an anime manga kind of style. So we'll see what that looks like, but this is gonna like, I'll see how it looks when I sleep on it. But no, I'll have to deflate it a bit for bonsai, and I haven't decided, do I have a shower this Sunday or do I have a shower next Sunday? I usually like to wait until the next week to shower, just because I feel I don't want to lose that shiny new thing so quickly, but if I don't shower, I do get like the sweat and then I start turning into a blueberry, and also at work, if I go under a sprinkler, I'm scared of turning into a blueberry. But anyway, so the basic idea is still there, that sort of ocean volcano, but we've sort of tweaked it a little bit, and we'll see how this goes. And roughly every 3 months I'll go back and get the roots touched up, and we'll see if I can stick to this, because like I do like that it has a conceptual idea that is more me. So like me being like the forward part is like you know, the face that I show the world. And I do like that we went a bit darker, because like I do get depressed a bit, but it's also not, it doesn't look completely depressing. We've still got some lighter bits, and then the back is all the explosions and stuff, fire. I mean, this channel is DestroyerMariko, if we can even focus on it. Oh, ruined my whole dramatic. This is the channel. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this fits my whole thing, dualities and whatever. But anyway, so that is my hair. Now with the phone, so mostly I've been putting it in my bag, the other way around. So I'll put it into the case like that, and then slot it in on a clean wall of my bag, so that the cameras can't really scratch against anything, and I'm just careful about how I put the other things in the bag. And so far, yeah, it seems to be going well. It is a little bit annoying not having it on my little belt buckle though, because every time I want to look at something I have to open, I take it out of my bag and then I open it up and all that kind of stuff. But that, for now, I want to try and keep it in nice shape. Now, as for the usage, so I charged it up overnight, and then when I left, like I did use like maps a little bit just to make sure I was going to the right place to get my hair done. And when I was getting my hair done, I was also online a little bit, like for the first part, but then, you know, I'd gone through all my Google articles and read what I wanted to read, and I didn't want to look too much at Facebook, and I was wearing contact lenses today. If you watch the Circular Key video, you may notice no glasses, but yeah, no, I've changed that. But the thing is, like, my glasses are different. These glasses, my lazy glasses, are a different prescription to my contact lenses, which are more about seeing the world and seeing the bus number, whereas these aren't that strong. And I just find like looking at a screen when I've got stronger lenses is just a bit much. So yeah, once I'd sort of gone through the basics on the phone, I sort of just chilled out and went into Zen mode. I can just sit still for ages, you know, I've got plenty going on in my head. I don't get bored that easily. The hardest part is like, so my appointment was at 11 and I probably left at about maybe 3:30ish. So that's a long time to be sitting in a chair, and at first it's fine, but towards the end you do start to feel a bit like, you know, my shoulders are tensing in ways that they shouldn't be, because, you know, you just sort of like, you don't want to move because you've got foil and stuff all over the place, and you're like, I don't want to dislodge anything, and it's just like sitting in the one spot is actually harder than you'd think, like, especially when you're not like in the middle of working on something. And yeah, anyway, so I did just sort of stop and, you know, not play with the phone. But then after that, yeah, I had to look up for more things like how do I get home, and also I filmed, how long is that video, like 10 minutes or so, in director's mode, so it's like going through all 3 different cameras. Yeah, got home and I've only just sort of plugged it in. Well, so it got down to maybe about 50%, because like I'm charging it on slow on the computer. I shouldn't have done that, but I had to get the video off the phone and onto the computer, because I was going to be like, so what is it at after that day out? And I'm like, oh wait, that's more than it was. No, so it only got down to about 50% for me, for my usage, and so that's pretty good. Like, I feel confident I can get through a whole day with this phone, just because, like, I'm not doing anything hardcore. I have 5G turned off. I don't even know if my phone plan, my prepaid, allows 5G anyway, and like, I'm not watching video, so yeah, I have that turned off. Screen brightness I think is pretty normal. Yeah, so, and I've just got it on the default settings that the phone came with in terms of like refresh rate. I haven't bothered to play with any of that. So yeah, and I had my data on all day, and I had COVID safe running all day. And so I'm pretty happy. Like, it didn't get down past 50%. I did use a little bit of GPS here and there. I did use some data, and I did do some filming in hardcore director's mode with my hair going everywhere like Cthulhu. So I'm pretty happy with the phone in terms of battery use for what I do. I do imagine if you're more hardcore, you might want to have a little battery pack somewhere. And it occurs to me that I can actually use my old battery pack if I use the cable, the charge cable for my my Buds Pro, which I didn't take out today because I was just like, I don't know, I don't listen to music on the go, and if I did, I don't have any music loaded onto the phone yet, and I don't want to use my data for Spotify. Spotify's gross anyway. Yeah, but I could use this because this is a USB-C to standard USB, and so I could probably charge it off that if I needed to go out and about. I think my brick is about 5,000 and the phone is about 5,000, so I'd get an extra charge out of that. So that's maybe what I'll do next time. I didn't use that little OtterBox care pack. That is the internet telling me that it's not working again. So, you know, I've been trying to upload the circular key video as I film this, and it's just yeah, hopefully it's smart enough to resume that. But anyway, pretty happy with the phone going out and about, and the pictures and all that. Now, how about we just open this, which I'm pretty sure is my chargers, which is probably going to be the least exciting unboxing of all time, and that's why it doesn't deserve its own video. Which, it was a little bit late. It was meant to ship on the 2nd, and instead I think they sent me a message saying it wasn't going to come till today, but it is here when they said. And so we have our that one and the black one, and they're the same, and then there's just a little thing about like the shipping note. So I got both colors because I was just like, you know, I have enough coupon for it. We may need more of these in the future, so let's get both. Which one should I use? I might use the white one just because, like, I associate Samsung with white chargers. That's what my old one is. So let's open that first. And does it tell me to open it in a particular way? No. Oh, anyway, you know, I'm kind of surprised that my OtterBox video is... I did not open that at all. I need some thinner scissors. Oh, where did I put them? I had some somewhere. But yeah, no, I'm surprised that the OtterBox video is now doing pretty well, pretty consistently. Like, a lot of people have been watching that. I was expecting it to be like the other S21 Ultra videos I did and just sort of drop off after a couple days. But no, it's still going strong, and I'm like, okay. But I think people must be looking for cases, because like now that the phone is out, they're like, okay, what am I going to put this phone in? And yeah, so some people, I guess, are looking up phone cases for the S21 Ultra, and I hope I was helpful to people because that was the least enthusiastic video that I did, and now I'm like, oh shit, that's the one that people are watching the most. Shit. Anyway, so so I turn off this light for a moment just because, like, because it's white, you can't really see what's going on. It comes in... Okay, so the reason Samsung didn't give us chargers with the phone is supposedly for environmental reasons, but then they have it in this plastic whatever that slots into the cardboard box, and I'm like, I get that you need something to hold it in, but you could have made that out of cardboard too if you're legit about, you know. It says it's recyclable, but I don't know. It's got like a code is like 7. The Japanese code is put out. I don't know. I don't know. I just, yeah. Let's open the other one. That'll be easier to see. But now I've got to struggle with another little plastic thingy. Ah! Little plastic stickers. You know, like, did we really save waste in making me get these separately? I don't even know. Like I said before, it is about cost cutting, but hey, whatever. So, but I did see like Samsung had an ad for a TV box that you can like fold into other things and sort of reuse it that way. But you know, hang on. Hey, now you can sort of see a little bit better, and it sits in there. There you go, and see how that sits there. And it's just, you know, your usual sort of thing. USB-C plug. And now I have 2 of them, so that's fun. Was that not the best unboxing you guys have ever seen? But I'm willing to bet the only guys watching this video to this point are my hardcore viewers, and yeah, we're the club, right? We're the special little club, instead of the randoms who just swing by to watch like one video, occasionally press subscribe for no reason, and then swing off again, and I'm just like, what? Don't press subscribe unless you're actually gonna hang out with me and the little octopus dude, and, you know, hopefully we can have a live stream where we actually get into the swing of giving it a name. I'm really like sort of annoyed that those last 2 live streams didn't go so well, because like I need to get into a swing to feel like I've vented properly, and yeah, I just don't feel like we quite got that. The second one was better because I figured out how to get back into the stream, but yeah, no, it's frustrating. I feel like I need to just get stuff out there. So, hey, and this upload has stalled at 92%. It says 2 minutes left, and I think my internet's back already, so I'm gonna have to like try and find another way to get YouTube to restart it. It's just like the problems we're having at the moment with the internet is so frustrating, and Dad's planning to work from home next week. And I said, yeah, what if the internet's working? And he goes, yes. So maybe working from home is not the best idea at the moment. And then my brother, he's watching Disney Plus, and it keeps buffering, and his life is ruined because it's the weekend and he just wants to sit down and watch Star Wars. And I'm like, yep, that's your entire life ruined. Anyway, so that's it for this video. We covered the 3 main things: my hair, my phone and how it survived my day, and unboxing the little chargers. There's nothing else to talk about. It just says, you know, the 25 watt PD adapter USB-C Samsung with the little pictures. It says travel adapter on the side and on the other side, and on the back it's made in Vietnam again. Travel adapter, super fast charging. Package contents, travel adapter, cable not included. And then it's in like a gazillion languages. And then it's got the voltage. And then it says use only Samsung approved battery, charger, and cable specifically designed for your device. Incompatible battery, charger, and cable can cause serious injuries or damage to your device. Do not use a cable whose covering is peeled off or damaged, and do not use any charger or battery that is damaged or malfunctioning. They're acting as if we have a choice on the battery. Like, I've been watching that dude who like rips the phones open, and the batteries do not look easy to replace. And that's one of the reasons that I'm probably not going to do the super fast charging, because I want my battery to last a long time. Is there anything else to end this video? Not really off the top of my head, so I'm going to get back to trying to fix my internet. And hopefully we'll see each other on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Sydney time, if my internet's working. If it's not working, maybe I'll just film another attempt at that offline T-Rex jumping game. Yeah, we'll see. I'll catch you later, guys. Hey, it's next day me! With my slightly deflated, I slept on it and then tried to repoof it hair, but I hadn't put any product in, so, it's just, yeah, a little less intense now. If I go outdoors, I'll poof it up again. But, yeah, no, I haven't finished watching back what I recorded last night, but I do realize I forgot to mention the undercut, the little patterns. Um, I got shaved back into the back of my head. Just like, yeah, talking about all the things I changed, and I forget like one of the main, like the big differences from last time. But so in Sydney, it's still summer and it's La Nina, so it's like not intensely hot summer, but it is humid and kind of gross. And so I was like, yeah, let's shave the undercut, just to get a bit more hair off the back of my neck and cool down a bit more easily. And also, like, I miss doing that. I used to do them all the time. If you watched my if you watched my hair adventures video where I went through like every single hairdo I did before I got depressed. Yeah, once I started doing that, I think I did it almost every time. Well, at least in the warmer weathers. In winter, it does get a little bit cold, so I tend to grow it out. And I think I will, like, by the time I have to go and get my hair retouched again, that will have grown out. And I think I'll leave it because then we'll be heading into winter. And yeah, it gets a bit cold. But for now, for the summery weather, got that. And when he's like, do you want me to shave a little pattern into it? And I was like, yep, let's do it. So that was a bit fun. And also, when I look at the side by side of the previous version and now, the explosion, I actually like how it is now more than before. I think it just came out like really nice, so I'm pretty happy with that. Other things I don't think I mentioned is one of the ideas I had was to fade this out to white, and I did ask about that, but I think he was a bit like, yeah, no, because when you use bleach, you can damage your hair if you overdo it, and to go to white, you need to like really have at it. Fur I used to do white, but I used to keep it white for long periods of time, so that was a bit easier, whereas this is going from blue. So yeah, we went for the pastel blue rather than the white, and actually I think it looks nicer than if I'd gone straight into white. I think that's too much of a like change. So yeah, listen to your hairdressers when they give you advice, because they've done this sort of thing a lot. And yeah, with me, sometimes I come up with like crazy ideas, and even like with in the past with other hairdressers, they've had to be like, yeah, no, I think we should tone that bit down a little bit. You're going a little bit too crazy. Or cutting me off on the, I used to get the dread extensions and all that. Another thing I didn't mention is you can just see a little bit of the regrowth line. Obviously not so well in this lighting, but there is a little bit, like you can kind of see where it is. And that's interesting because I don't think I've had that before. And yeah, no, you can't really see it too well, but when I was looking in my bathroom, I was like, oh, it kind of has like a little opal kind of effect right where that line is. I think the reason I've got that this time is because I didn't do a major change to my color, so we only bleached the roots, whereas in the past when I went to fur, because I was constantly changing the actual color of the hair, they'd put bleach, like they'd do the roots first and then they'd run a little bit of bleach through my old color just to strip it out, which I guess is probably a little bit risky. You need a hairdresser who knows what they're doing. But yeah, no, it used to work, and I think because of that extra bleach, like the color was a bit more consistent. But yeah, no, you can barely notice it, and it does have this sort of like different sort of shine. I don't know how to explain it. I can't be bothered to get my camera out to show you what I mean, but that's the thing. A few more things I had, like, I was just thinking about later. One of the fun things when you're at the hairdresser is like when they have a reaction, they're like, you can plan all these things and have a good idea of how it's going to come out, but it's not until like you've washed everything and gone to blow dry it and start styling it that you're like, wow, and you see how it is. And one of the things I like is with this hairstyle is every time we get up to that stage, I mean, we've only done it twice so far, but he gets really excited about how it comes out because we have tried different things. I think I'm one of those clients who is a bit more daring and so he gets to have a bit more fun with my hair. And so yeah, he would like when he was blow drying the blue coming from wet to dry, and he was like getting really excited about that. And then with this. And when we did the photo of like the back side of it, one of the other hairdressers at the salon was coming to take photos and as well. And so like it's always a fun feeling when not just you are excited and your friends are excited, but the hairdressers who've seen everything are also excited. So that was fun. As for reactions at home, first person I saw when I walked in the door was Mikey. And you know, I had my hair in full poof and I was still wearing my mask from being on public transport. I just couldn't be bothered to take it off as I was walking home. It's just like, I just want to get home. And so yeah, I walk in the door with my mask, with the hair poofed, and I growled at him, "Hi, Mikey!" And because like he thinks that's fun, but I think it was all a bit too much, and he screamed. He wouldn't let me come near him. He's sitting at his computer going like, "Oh, stay away." He's used to people wearing masks now because, like, you know, it's been almost a year. But yeah, when it's me with all the extras and my crazy voice, he freaked out a little bit. As for the family reaction, I think Mum was the only one who was really aware that I was going to get it done. The boys, I don't think noticed. Like when my other brother came home, he walked in the door and was like, "Oh, where are you going tonight?" I'm like, "I'm not going anywhere. I've just had this done. That's why it's all up." Like, because I usually only put my hair up if I'm going out somewhere. So yeah, he didn't notice because like we didn't make huge changes and we did put this intentional fade in, whereas when I first got it, it didn't have that fade. So yeah, there are some similarities to how it used to be, although he did look a second time and realize that was darker and there's no regrowth, so that was pretty funny. And Dad was the same thing. He didn't really twig that I'd changed it, so that's kind of fun. But if I decide that this is going to be my long-term hairstyle, that's probably what you want. You don't really want people noticing every time you get it, you know, redone, because you know, if this is my look now, yeah, like there will be regrowth every few months that I need to take care of. But yeah, I don't know, I think this could be a long-term hairstyle for me, which is really a weird feeling because I've never stuck to something with my hair before. So yeah, fun. Do I make this my look, like, going forward? What do you guys think? I like that it fits with me and like the way I see myself with, you know, the forward bit and the backward bit and the split and all that. Anyway, I've got to keep editing what I filmed last night, tack this onto the end, and then hell knows if I spot something else that I missed and my brain's like, oh, I gotta tell them there might be another section after this bit I'm filming right now. We'll see. Otherwise, if I don't come back, see you whenever.